How big is your dream? Is it a cause greater than yourself? You will not make it upstream with a mere wish. The rapids are fierce. They will push you back downstream towards self-pity and mediocrity if your resolve isn't strong enough.
Hello and welcome to Minute by Minute. My name is MOJO and we're here today in Hollywood with the highly recognized and soon-to-be world-famous author, Mr. John Allen Andrews. Hello, John.
Hi, MOJO.
How are you today?
I'm doing incredible.
Great. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, MOJO, I started acting in New York several years ago and came to Hollywood and did quite a few national TV commercials. And then I found my niche was writing.
Okay, so you followed your dream.
Yes, I did.
Definitely. Now you're into writing. We've heard a lot about this writing. In fact, you have a new book coming out. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
And what's the title of this book?
It's called Spread Some Love. Relationships 101.
And how did you come up with that title?
I grew up in a home where my parents were all about values, and later on in life I got married, and then ended up in divorce, and I was like, what went wrong? Everything I knew, I should have been able to implement, and I started blaming myself, and I started doing a lot of research. I started reading dozens of books on relationships, associating with people who had like really strong relationships, and that's where Spread Some Love came out, because I didn't want to have to get back into a relationship and not being able to be my best at it.
People think that relationships are just kind of, once you're in them, they kind of go on their own, but they actually need a lot of work, don't they?
Yes, a lot of people do believe that they get together in a relationship and then osmosis is going to carry that relationship. But lawyers go to school for a reason, doctors go to school for a reason, and it all has to do with studying and becoming better in order to make that relationship work.
So, where are your dreams and goals? Like, where are you headed after this book? Do you see a sequel coming, or are you going to make it into movies? Any great ideas?
Actually, I'm writing the sequel right now, and
really?
Yes, I am, and that's coming along really, really fine. And I have other books that I'm writing. As a matter of fact, I'm currently writing my Hollywood story, which is pretty interesting. So, there are a lot of books coming down the pike, and I don't know, but it's just going to be books from here on out. Books are going to be coming.
Mr. John Andrews, you're such an amazing, beautiful soul. What the Hollywood story? That's pretty intriguing. Tell us some exciting events that's happened to you here in Hollywood.
Yeah, I came to Hollywood, and I struggled. I've struggled, like most people who come to Hollywood. They've got to get it right and find the right thing until their career takes off. And I struggled. It was just really, really tough for me. I went through a divorce, and with my 3 sons, and I kind of like hit bottom. Ended up being homeless a while, and that really got to me. But that's really a very interesting part of my story, because a lot of people get to that point and they don't ever make it back. I've seen a lot of people just like drift because they get to that point. But I've always realized that it's not what happens to me, okay, but it's the person who I am, because once I know who I am, I can overcome anything that ever happened to me.
That's true.
Yeah,
and
so
most people who come to Hollywood have a dream, and they follow that dream, and just to follow that dream, that's such a big step, such a big action step, and just for you taking that one step into the unknown, it's really a challenge, and it's great to see that you're overcoming those obstacles.
Yes, Hollywood is a place where dreamers come every year, and it's also filled with dream stealers and people who are going to kill your dreams. But would you allow those people to kill your dream? I mean, something. If you want something badly and you want it more than anything else, you'll make it happen, no matter who tried to steal it.
That's true. It's more like once you focus on what you want in life, it kind of comes to you like a magnet.
Exactly.
Do you feel you're like a magnet in some sort of way, that now that you know that you're writing these books and writing these feature films, that are the resources and people coming to you?
Yes. I really feel that, and I've launched out into the deep, and launching out into the deep, I found the people in the deep who are willing to run with me. And I always believe that in life it's always better to swim upstream, even if it's kind of tough. But the fish that, you know, that loaf in lazy bays, they don't accomplish anything much. But once you swim upstream, you find the people who are swimming upstream and want to take it to the next level. And that's where I like to be. I'm an upstream swimmer. No matter how tough the current is, I like to be going upstream.
That's amazing. You're so inspirational. Just talking with you, and I'm sure our viewers will agree that you're very inspirational and intriguing. What other goals? You sound like a very goal-oriented person. What are your next goals? Let's say within the next year or so.
Well, I want to do things that will include a lot of people. I want to be like an industry. Okay, you know, I want to be able to provide jobs in a lot of areas, and with the books and the movies, you know. I like the whole entrepreneurship. You know, I like to own things. So I see myself getting, you know, involved in a lot of investments and ownership of things, so I can really include others, because a lot of people have poured into my life, and now it's my time to give back to people.
That's so great, because I truly believe that the secret of life is giving.
Exactly.
And once people learn that the more you give, not only the better does it make you feel, but it just helps. You really can help the world with, you know, just starting with you, by the man in the mirror.
Yes.
And I'm sure some of our viewers would agree that the man in the mirror here is quite handsome, I must say.
Oh,
well, not to put you on the spot, but
well, I try to be. You know, I go to the gym, I work out.
I've seen the cover of your book, Spread Some Love, and I have to say that's you're very photogenic.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I think I got it from my parents.
That's great, and they must be very proud, I'm sure.
Yes. Both of them are, you know, they're gone, but they're proud of me. I know where they're at right now. They're very proud of me.
Do any quotes come to mind that your parents instilled in you as a child that, you know, keep you going day to day now that you're grown?
Well, my mom was such a philosopher, and one of the things she always used to say is that you can't get something from nothing, and you can do anything you set your heart and your mind to do. And those are some of the things that really stayed with me all through my life. And really I'm able to make things happen.
That's great. That's wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
You know, I just want to see people go after their dreams and goals and make it happen, because I always believe that if you're given, if a thought comes to you, it comes to you for a reason. Mm-hmm. And I've seen so many people in my lifetime who say, well, you know, I've got a great idea for a movie or a script. I say, well, you know, go ahead and write it. And they will say, well, okay, yeah, but I'm not too sure. Well, that idea, that thought was given to them for a reason, and a lot of people fail to realize that they've got the ability to do whatever comes into their mind. Had I not taken hold of a lot of these thoughts and ideas that came to me, I would not be sitting here today. We're not even talking about my book, you know, about, you know, things I'm doing in the future. So a lot of people have to really grasp the ideas that come to them and work on it, because it was given to them for a reason. You know,
that's the thing. Most people don't follow up on that idea, and they let it go to someone else.
Yes.
So that's amazing that you followed through with your ideas, John Andrews, and we thank you so much for being on the show today.
Winners let nothing stand in the way of victory. You can smell their tenacity like expensive cologne, because they have a feeling of their own worth. They think, I can, I will, and I shall not be denied.